So, y'all, tonight we're going to deal with this statistic that every 5.5 hours, a black woman is killed by a black man in the United States. And more than we're going to deal with the stat, we're going to deal with what people are doing with the stat. Y'all bear with me. I'm going to give people time to get in here. Y'all know how I do it. And then we're going to get started.
Listen, I'm riding with the Reaper. Told him the pleasure was all mine, and I was dying just to meet you. No handshakes in the stand, colder than the freezer. Had to chill, knowing that death could be over in the breather. He told me I was eager, too much in my feelings. All this emotion makes it hard for me to reach you. Just stay calm so I can teach you. I kill all students who don't believe them. Violent words of the Reaper. Nah, I think that you a keeper. Remember in 6th grade, the switchblade through the kid in the sleeper. Then you hid in the bleachers, sat and watched like a proud dad. Outcast, angel in hell, burning without ash. Do you know the smell of a rotten body? Would you go to hell for a Maserati? I'm just asking this for a friend of mine. You say yes, we'll be doing this till the end of time. Slow down, I see it's a victim. Let's get it cracking on him. Hop out, empty a drum and stop all the traffic on him. They won't even need a casket for him. Better him than you, body you melt like you threw some acid on him. Yeah, I'm a cold nigga. Get a hold of your spirit and watch your soul shiver. When you chefing the drug and cook on the stove quicker, kill your community, soon to be in that gold vigor. That's the one that you always wanted, right? That's the one. Did all the murders and now you stunting, right? Yeah, I told you I'd be the one to do it. That's just a fantasy when it come to music. Now that you set up, time to pay all the dividends. The jewelry, the cars, the lavish trip that you living in. I swear taking these souls is so riveting. You niggas think there's no price to pay when you get it in. You see, most of you killers be getting lost on me. Get them a family and go soft on me. But I don't need none of you niggas. Been recruiting for years. Me and my homie, we got a large army. Get religious and sit guard on me. But I don't fear none. Get me a soldier to do the job for me. Your guard ain't nearly as old. I'm weary and cold, but really I'm just here for your soul. The Reaper. Hey, Craven. Yeah, man.
Y'all let me know if y'all can hear me clearly.
Perfect backdrop. Let me paint this scene for y'all. Shit is gory, man. Yeah. So look. Let's get it. Look, first time I seen her face explode was about 8 years old. My mother prayed so she can save my soul. It changed my goal, seeing brains exposed. No one explained it though. Everything is lit when you live in, but your grave is cold. Y'all don't really wonder what duffel. Ain't no exchanging blows. Shotties blow you out of your fit. Look like you changing clothes. Yeah, you heard them painful drones. Choppers hang you up when they ring. Think you should change your tone? Honestly, I'm one of the greatest, but never claimed this throne. I don't need no spins on your playlist. My shit's engraved in stone. These labels got too many slaves to own. That's why I'm working behind the scenes to get something for y'all to claim and own. Let's go. King Leonidas when he reigned in Rome. Painted scrolls, ancient poems, buried by kings, right where they laid his bones. Yeah, still y'all remain some clones. Hope you die a horrible death and suffer in pain alone. Became apparent I was raising chrome. High as any plane or drone. Killers with guns that they never aimed and blown. Wiretaps that got arranged in phones. Don't be that nigga that's coming back from that party and find a stranger home. Yeah. Oh man. This shit is luxurious. This sponsor is luxurious. This shit I'm getting Oh, yeah. Let's get it.
Okay. gonna try to do is this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do this first. We're gonna go up here and see if y'all can see me clearly on y'all's end. Am I looking clear to y'all? Can y'all hear me? Because I wanted this to be a video or a live that I did on camera so people could see my face and understand where I'm coming from with this, because this is going to be a touchy subject. It's going to be one that, gets people maybe up in their feelings. I'm going to tell y'all the story as to how I even came to this place. First and foremost, shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. Okay. So y'all can hear me. Y'all can see me. Okay, cool. Listen, because we're going to run through here. We're going to run through here and get the work done. All right. Now, I received an email of a lady, a black lady. She was upset. Okay. In her opinion, I don't really care about black women because I don't speak about the statistic every 5.5 hours, black women are being murdered at the hands of black men that they are in relationships with. Okay. Now, I've heard this argument before. I get this argument thrown at me. I get this, the statistic thrown at me a lot to prove, well, you basically, you ain't shit because this is happening. Okay. Because this is going on and it's happening at the hands of black men. You are a black man, therefore you ain't shit. Okay. This is how I receive the argument when it comes to me. And when I was looking at her, say, are you sure? I mean, was she sure she wanted me to be the person that talks about it? Because I'm not going to say exactly what she would want me to say. I'll put it like that. Because what I'm noticing now is a lot of times, and there are spaces, pockets of black women that don't believe you can actually care about black women unless, if you as a black man, unless I hate myself. So the only way to uplift, support, love black women is for me to hate me and know that I am the scourge of the motherfucking earth. I ain't shit. I'm not worth a fuck as a father, defender, provider. I ain't built no buildings. I ain't worth a fuck in any type of way whatsoever. If I don't say that, if I don't concede to that, then I can't really support black women. Okay, this is where the game is right now. You can't support black women unless you hate yourself. Now, I'm not saying every woman that's in this chat box, acts like this or, feels this way. But this is what I'm noticing the wave is, the vibe is. I can't talk about, the criminalization of the black man in privatized prison. I can't say anything like that because then I don't give a fuck about black women. I can't care about people. I got to pick a side. This is where, a lot of black people are right now in this space where you have to pick a side. Either you for black women or you for black men. You cannot be for both. It's impossible to be for both. It's impossible to really care about your people. Okay. And in this space now, what I'm seeing is, well, you need to talk about this. Okay. Ask and you shall receive. Let me tell y'all, if you women, if you're not willing to really hear this out, you may not fuck with this. And understand, because I don't have to pander, because I don't do this for money, I'm not going to be saying shit y'all just want to hear just to keep y'all over here. That's not what the fuck happening over here. If you must leave, hey, you got to do what you got to do. But I'm going to be fair. I'm going to be honest, okay, as to the way I see this thing. All right. Now, as a father, a black man, okay, that's raising daughters, the issue that I'm having is not the fact that the statistic is being put out here. It's the fact of what's said after this is stated. Because if it was just every 5.5 hours, a black woman is killed by a black man, either a partner she's with or a ex-partner, a former partner she's with, nothing wrong with that statistic. It's the secondary. And therefore, here's where the argument goes, or where the conversation goes. And therefore, black men ain't shit. And therefore, black women are safer with other races of men, in particular white men. This is the part of the conversation that is the coon shit. Okay? This is the part of the conversation that makes it a whole lot of coon shit happening. So now what you're telling me, and what you're telling women, and particularly black women, is that, well, black men are out here, engaging in acts of violence against you, murdering you. You're safer with white men. Now, what you're noticing, and if you really look at this and you take your coon lenses off, y'all remember how people were saying black people have trying to decalcify their pineal gland? Y'all remember back when you was probably first on your woke journey, where you was, people was talking like that. Well, what I'm trying to get black folk to do is decoonify their pineal gland, to be able to acknowledge this information, but also frame it. There's no way I can teach my daughters that the only man they have to be looking out for is a black man. That's impossible for me to do that. But if I'm not doing that, then I'm not doing my job as a black man in protecting black women. I read this stat. It breaks my heart. But ain't no way I'm going to sit here and say, well, go to the caves, black woman. You'll be safe over there. Here's the problem with the stat. And the issue with the stat is when black women are killed at the hands of black men, and these statistics are collected, the only way for them to get this stat is to capture the black man. Okay? It's to capture him. Bring charges against him, lock him up. It becomes a statistic then. Okay? That's upon charges being filed against him, him being arrested and being locked up. That's how you get the stat. The problem is the caves, as we should know based on history, are not investigated, prosecuted, and jailed at the rate that black men are. That's not, again, this isn't about me minimizing the situation. It's about having an understanding, looking at this shit that's being said that black men are more murderous than the cavemen. And when we should know, like, come on. We should know by now that that's not real shit. We should understand it. You should be done decoonified your pineal gland. You at least know that. White men aren't going to be investigated, charged, charges brought up on them and then put in prison like black men are. Okay? If we're going to work with this assumption, then people will say that black men are the biggest drug dealers in the whole entire nation. How many people believe that? Show of hands in the comments. How many people believe that because black men are incarcerated more for drugs, that black men are the biggest drug dealers in the nation? How many people believe that? How many people? Show of hands over here. I'm looking at the comments. I'm trying to see. Mad love to everybody that's here too. And it's taking the time out to actually hear what I'm saying. How many people believe that black men are the biggest drug dealers in the nation? Because they are the most incarcerated for those drugs. I mean, y'all believe that? What happens is black men are incarcerated for those drugs. That's what happens. They're investigated more. They're circled more. Police presence is in our areas more. White men are able to get away with shit. Actually, the caves, both the caveman and the cave woman are able to get away with shit. I don't think you're more criminal, black man. I don't think you're more criminal, black woman. I believe that these motherfuckers let a lot of shit they do slide. You see? The reason that you're able to clock homicide is to capture a person. Y'all remember, was it a white man that was a caveman A black woman died after going on a date with him under some fucked up ass circumstances. And what did the cops say? They said they're not going to investigate him because he seemed like a nice person. That couldn't have been no black man. That couldn't have been a black man. Y'all know that. That is impossible for that to be a black man. A black man gonna go on a date with a black woman. She ends up murdered, and they say, well, that black man seems like a nice person. We ain't gonna really worry about investigating him. Even though he's the last person with her and everything. Like, we ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all know that wouldn't happen to no black man. So when I'm seeing these statistics, and when it's saying every 5.5 hours, and then black women are saying, well, black men, what are you going to do about this? I thought as a black man, it would be my role in my position to not participate in the murder, the brutalization. I thought that would be something. But apparently, it's not. Doesn't mean anything. Me not being a part of it, that don't matter. What you going to do about it? Well, you know, and I'm looking at these black women like, well, these men are being arrested and prosecuted and put in prison. So what exactly what are you saying? So see, then it makes me look at when people are saying this shit, okay, then now what is it being said for? Because it's not like black men are getting away with it. I can see if that was okay, every 5.5 hours, black man is killing a black woman that he's in a relationship with, and they're not captured, they're not convicting, they're not putting none of these motherfuckers in prison. Then I would understand, but they're being put in prison. Or they're killing themselves. Some of them be murder-suicides. But it's not like they're going on a spree getting away with it. That's not what's going on here. So then when you tell me, okay, what are you going to do about it? Well, not be a part of it, not murder black women. I'm going to do that. Not murder, not rape, not brutalize, not abuse. I'm just going to do all of that. Well, that don't count. Because you're a black man, you're a part of that problem. You're a part of that issue. This is only being put out here to say that black men ain't worth a fuck and they are murderous abusers more than anybody else. Let's look at some shit real quick. And I'm going to read some of y'all black women's comments. Just give me a second. Let me share this screen real quick. Let me show y'all something. Because here's what we're being told. I'm going to read this. I'm just going to read this one paragraph. I'm going to read this one paragraph here. Okay. Hold on. Let me see. Where it says worldwide right here. This is what I'm going to read. Let me get it right here. I'm going to get it lined up so I can read it without having to look over. I'm going to read this paragraph. It says every year an average of 66,000 women are violently killed globally, accounting for approximately 17% of all victims of intentional homicides. In 2017, 87,000 women and girls were killed globally. That's a staggering number. And we're going to talk about that number. I'm not going to skip over it. This means 137 women are killed daily. Now, this is, again, talking about worldwide. It's a ridiculous number. I think this shit is trash, but watch this. According to a 2000 report by the UN Population Fund, approximately 5,000 women are murdered each year in honor killings. The rates of femicide differ depending on specific country, but the countries with the top 25 highest femicide rates, 50% are in Latin America. 50% in Latin America, with number one being El Salvador, so-called Hispanics. Also included in the top 25 are 7 European countries, 3 Asian countries, and 1 African country. %50 are in Latin America, Number 1 being El Salvador. 7 are European countries. 3 Asian countries. 1 African country. Okay. I only read that to say this. Now, even if you don't think somebody saying they don't fuck with Wikipedia, okay, I'm not the one who put 5 in every 5.5 hours. It's these sources that are being used to present this information. That's not my fault. Okay, you're not gonna blame me for the stat being like I didn't have nothing to do with me. That's where they're getting it from. It's being hurled at me to hold me accountable for the murder that's happening. Well, goddamn it, I'm gonna read off all of it. I'm gonna read it all off. 50% Latin America, number 1 El Salvador, 7 European countries, 3 countries, Japan, was it Japan? Let me make sure. Asian countries, 1 African country. I don't have an issue. Again, I don't have an issue with the stat being put out here. It's what's being said after it. Now, these other groups of men are apparently safer than black men. Where? That's my question. I mean, where? Is this fucked up trash ass behavior? Yes. Am I going to follow up or tell a black woman, well, you need to go to the caves because, no. I'm seeing this statistic being thrown around here just to say that black men as a group ain't shit. I don't know why we can't just say black men that are murderers ain't shit. Tarita, you wild. I didn't say it. A woman did. Okay, don't be mad at me for the facts right there. Okay. Look. Again, I'm just reading it off Wikipedia. Wikipedia worldwide, they keep the numbers. This is where y'all getting the information from. Okay. Listen. The stat is only being used to prove that black men ain't worth a fuck, right? Understandable. This is what it's being used for, because what I'm also noticing is with this statistic, why the fuck then, if black women are being abused at this rate by the people, their partners or ex-partners, why then hasn't there been an influx in black women signing up for self-defense classes and purchasing firearms? Again, when I hear people even dedicate whole videos to this type of shit or whole commentary to this shit, they don't say anything about how then okay, black women, y'all need to be in self-defense classes. Y'all need to be learning how to use guns. Fuck them nails. Fuck that hair. Nobody said it. I done said it before. But I was told that I'm just hating on black women being in black women's business, blah, 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 blah. I'm told to protect black women. I try to instruct black women. I get told to mind my business. Y'all gonna have to make up your motherfucking minds. I didn't come on here to make friends tonight. That's not why I'm here. Make up your motherfucking minds. You know damn well I cannot physically protect millions of black women in this fucking nation. So this is why you keep pushing the goal line. You keep pushing the goalpost so far. I love you enough to tell you to defend your motherfucking self against any of these motherfucking men out here. But then, no, I ain't listening to black men. I don't want to hear nothing they got to say. Okay, you won't listen to me, but you'll quote these stats and you telling me I'm supposed to do something about it. A part of me doing something about it is telling you to defend yourself. Self-defense classes, learn how to use firearms. Them weaving nails, I mean, they may look nice. Gucci belt may look nice, but it's not stopping this stat from happening. When you hear people talking about this, you don't hear them then saying, well, black women, I think it's time that we invest in self-defense. Black women, I think it's time for that. Vanity isn't getting us anywhere. It's not keeping us safe. And we know damn well we can't whistle and a black man just fall out the sky at all times. Sometimes it's just us, realistically speaking. Because again, for black men, the bar is set so unrealistically. Like, it's like, how am I, like, you went to the club with your homegirls, you know, wasn't no men around. I'm still held accountable for what happens to you. You see. I'm still held accountable for what happens to you. No matter where you are, no matter how it takes place, protect black women. And I agree, black women should be protected. But then when I tell you to stop focusing on vanity as much and focus on self-defense, I'm told to shut the fuck up and stay in my place. Don't nobody give a fuck about what a black man got to say. And then y'all coon motherfucking bitches out here. And again, y'all, I'm not here to make friends tonight. Y'all coon bitches want to tell black women that they're better off in the caves. Because the caveman can murder you, you go missing. That doesn't count as a homicide. How many of y'all know that? Black women going missing at an alarming rate, those don't count as homicides. If they bury you good enough, put you far enough down in the motherfucking lake, that doesn't count as a homicide. It just don't. And they're not going to investigate the white man because, well, he's white. So you got coon hoes out here telling black women that you are safer and better off. Actually, if something was to go down, and if it's your person, your partner that does it to you, for you to receive justice, because again, to me, there is no justice in, a black woman being murdered. There is no form of justice for that other than a motherfucker being killed, eye for an eye. But to receive justice, you better off being with a black man because he gonna take his ass to prison for doing something to you. That's the reality that these coon bitches ain't gonna. These coon bitches ain't gonna tell you that because they just want you to say that white men and other groups of men, even though 7 European countries are dealing with, y'all keep saying that the white man protects his woman, blah, 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 blah. What are y'all talking about? Where does that come from? Where does that come from? Where? Who are these white men? What are y'all talking about? Why do y'all let people say stuff like this? 7 European countries. Guess where white men come from in this country? Europe, now. Latin America. Y'all say get y'all a poppy, huh? Latin America, them ain't nothing but caves that speak Spanish. That's it. That's all. They said 50% coming from down there. So you have where, because we're hated so much, because black men are hated so much, people just say anything. Just anything is okay to say about the black man. Again, that's not belittling the actual stats. No. This is not me supporting the murder of black women. No. This is me saying, well, men have a propensity for murder that's higher than women's. Period. Racial bounds, continents, everywhere. I'm not going to tell black women you safer with a white man. I'm not going to tell black women you safer with a white man. That's not true. If something happened to you over there, there's more of a chance that you will not receive justice. Actually, these divesting, swirling, cave or cave-loving coon bitches, they're not going to tell you that. That's the truth, though. You land in that cave, the cave's not going to investigate him like that. He's not going to be arrested. Those are the facts. This is not me minimizing black women's struggle. That's not what this is. But these are the facts. You got to decunify your pineal gland. And a lot of y'all been hurt by black men. Because black men, our value is framed as it pertains to relationships a lot as well. That's how we are framed as it pertains to relationships. If we're not good in relationships, then our life has no value. You see? You done broke some women's heart. Well, they may fuck around and not fuck with niggas like that. And they may want to go lay in the caves. But the propaganda that says the caves are less likely to do something violent to you is where? Where are you getting that part from? Where are you getting that part from? The white man can run off and kill 20 before they even catch up to what he's doing. Because the propaganda that's being used against them is they're going to lock their door. Y'all know I done said this before. They'll lock their door when they see me. But the motherfuckers that's going to kill, and this is why the motherfucking caves, this is how the propaganda worked on them. They will lock their door when they see me. But when they see a cave that's going to run off 20 on their ass, going to murder 20 of them in a row, they feel comfortable. That's how he's able to do that. That's how he's able to be a serial killer. Society is built for him to be able to be a serial killer. It's built for him to do that. Ain't nobody looking at him like that. He's non-threatening. Society set it up to where they can run off 20. Society set up like that. And y'all want to tell me that I'm more of a criminal. There's something wrong with me more than them. No. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm not going to allow you to do that shit. Now, it's a lot of coons that will allow that. They're getting their little coon groups. And I think that's called a gaze. I think a group of coons is called a gaze. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong. Was it a nursery? No, a nursery is something else. Maybe it's a nursery. Whatever y'all call it, these little groups y'all be having, these little coon powwows y'all have where y'all hate each other, one or the other. I told you that the game is to pick a side. If you love black men and women and care about black men and women are going to be on both black men and women's asses, then you're not going to, that's not really truly the wave right now. I'll read some. I'm going to get some of y'all's comments. I said I was going to read something. Let's jump into this one. I'm not regular says, no one said you're a criminal. Sir or ma'am, I didn't say you did. What are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now? No one said you're a criminal. I didn't say you did. How are you speaking to what people done said to me? See, here's the issue. Black women can talk about all their problems, what they go through, what people say to them. And there's a space for that. A black man cannot. I can't say anything. I can't say anything. Period. This motherfucker gonna tell me no one said you're a criminal. I've been called a criminal since before I was even old enough to even think about breaking laws. I was a criminal. I'm a black man. What the fuck you mean? Nobody said I was a criminal. Everybody says I'm a goddamn criminal. What are you talking about? This is the bullshit I be talking about. You and again, this is what black men have to go through. You can't say anything. You can't have experiences. You have to say the black woman is God and shut your goddamn mouth. You can't say anything. There's nothing else to be said. or you don't love black women, or here's what she's saying, this person, non-offenders shouldn't take the stats personal. I'm not taking them personal. I told you the part that I took personal, and that was black women being told that white men and other groups of men are safer for them. I said it very clearly, very plainly. I know I did. If you heard me say it, somebody in the chat let her know. Just say, yeah, he said it. I ain't even gonna deal with this shit. I know I said it. The part that bothers me is black men being told that we are the most dangerous and other groups of men are safe for black women. That's what I said. It's not the statistic that I had the issue with. I think this statistic should cause black women to go to the fucking gun range. Really? If you ask me. That's what I'm teaching mine. I ain't everybody, daddy. But if this statistic is so real, then why haven't record numbers? Here's the news. Record numbers of black women are attending self-defense classes and buying weapons right now. That should be the news. Headline news, record numbers of black women. Don't just read the stat. Tell me, don't take it personal. It's not against me. Oh, yeah, it's being used against me, but that's okay. I want you to take it so personal. I want it to be so real to you. You take your ass to the fucking gun range and learn how to fight. That's how real I want it to be for you. You damn sure can't shoot nobody with long ass nails. You can't even get your finger through the trigger right, can you? Can you hook it? How do you maybe hook it around or some shit, right? I want you to take it serious. Like, okay. I want you to take it serious and stop saying that you're going to run to the caves and be safer. That's the part I got an issue with, the coon shit. I ain't telling you it ain't happening. I'm not telling you it's not real. I am going to tell you that they're not investigating them caves as much as they are, or as much as they should, of course, because they are caves themselves. But I'm also telling you that you should be in self-defense classes and learning how to use a gun. And when men tell you they'll kill you if you mess with another man and you giggle and you stay with that motherfucker, this crazy motherfucker, because you think that shit cute. No, that ain't cute no more. That ain't sexy no more to you. You don't fuck with niggas that talk like that. No more, not with this stab out here. Oh no, we don't do that no more. Our women don't do that. That ain't cute to our women no more because it's real. I don't need a man to threaten my life for me to feel like he loved me. We don't do that no more. Not black women. They don't hear that and smile. They don't look back at him and, give him that little, little flirtatious look because this nigga done said some crazy ass shit that they should be like, nigga, I'm out. I can't play with you like that no more. Maybe before that came out, but not no more. It's too real. How seriously are you taking it? It's okay. Tarita, it's okay. I'm a black man. Who gonna listen to me, right? Only thing a black man can say, I told y'all, is the black woman is God, is perfect, it has no flaws, and there's nothing she needs to work on. There's nothing she needs to do better. And she's not a coon. That's all you can really say sometime these days. And it's okay. That's all right. It's okay. But to the black women that can hear me, that are listening, I'm serious. That shit ain't cute no more. When a man start talking to you like that, that don't make you feel love no more. That ain't love. Not no more. Anyway, even if you thought it was last week, today, as you listen to the sound of my voice, that's not love no more. At all. And if you don't know how to defend yourself, You learning to now. Now that's what you're doing. This is a black man trying to protect you. Because I can't physically be there to protect you. I'm asking that you listen to the sound of my voice and know that I'm not telling you no bullshit. I'm not saying no bullshit to you. And it's not just the black. This is any man or woman, hell. Because as I was doing the research, most serial killers, 90% are men. 7% of serial killers is women. I ain't even know it. I would have guessed the number was lower than that. But to protect yourself against anybody, self-defense classes. You got the time. Stop playing. You got the time. Stop playing. Go down to the range. Get your gun license. Get your carry concealed. Find out what the laws are in your state. You have the time. I know y'all gonna hate this, but get in that gym. Stronger. It's for strength is what I'm talking about now. So you're not weak. So you don't throw 4 punches or fight a little bit and you out of breath for endurance. This ain't a game. If y'all gonna keep quoting the stats, okay, well then let's get to work and doing something. Black men telling black women, hey, it's time for y'all to be investing in self-defense. That's not to shame you about your hair and your nails and all this little vanity shit y'all doing, but that's not saving your life. And if you're gonna come tell me to shut the fuck up and mind my business, then okay. Okay. Stop asking that you be protected by me then. Stop asking for that. Because then it's confusing. Because then it's not making any sense. You see what I'm saying? Because a part of you being protected, I had a video called this. A part of you being protected is your ability to take direction. That's a part of it. I may not be there every time one of my children cross the street, but I done told them, look both ways their whole fucking life. I'm not going to be there to hold their hand across every street that they cross throughout the rest of their life. I know I'm not going to be there. No matter how great of a father I am or great of a father any man is, he can't do that. He won't be there to hold their hand every time they cross an intersection. So a part of the protection that he's given to his children and that parents give to their children is that direction. Don't get into a stranger's car. For the longest, they was able to offer kids candy. Remember that? And what did we have to start saying? Didn't we have to adjust per what was happening? Oh, no, you don't take candy from strangers. You had to adjust it. So if this stat is being put out here, we have to make the right adjustments to raise our young daughters that's going to grow up to be grown women. We have to start changing what we're saying is self-defense for them and how we preparing them to deal with this life. Y'all remember that lesson? Don't take candy from strangers. Remember that? Because they know kids weak as hell for some damn candy. They know that. So what happens is you have to adjust what you teach your children per what's happening in society. That's necessary. You make the adjustment as the whether it be crime go up or kids being taken. You remember for a while it was okay to be a latchkey kid, but now it's like I don't really trust it. That motherfuckers always saying, well, people done got crazy out here. You can't really have your kids out here like that. You had to adjust per the society, per the reality. Not just keep saying they taking your kids and they using candy. Imagine that's all motherfuckers would say. Well, they taking kids and they using candy. But you never tell your child, don't be taking candy from no goddamn strangers. You have to make that adjustment. And failure to make that adjustment, you end up being food. You end up being food. We have to make the adjustments. Black women, you may not give a fuck about nothing that black men have to say. But I promise you, I'm not lying to you. I'm not trying to mislead you. This ain't coming from a place of hate or no shit like that. Again, I'm not trying to make no friends on this motherfucker. I'm not kissing your ass on this motherfucker. That's not happening. What I am telling you is that I actually give a fuck about you. Stop bullshitting though. And y'all coon ass hoes, stop lying. Stop saying that other groups of men are safer, because that's not true. I'm seeing black women that are losing their lives to cavemen. Now, people are using it to try to shame these black women. I disagree with that. She died. She shouldn't have been over there fucking with the caves. I disagree with that. I can agree with she shouldn't have been fucking with the caves, but not at the cost of her life. I ain't like, okay, every bitch that go fuck with the caves, I want them to die. No, that's not, I'm not on that shit. What I will say is that she should have been in self-defense, knew how to fight and defend herself, and had her some motherfucking heat. I don't give a damn where you go. I don't care who you with. Black man cave. If you like Asians, whatever the fuck that could possibly be, got you on the Asian brothers or not Asian brothers, but the Asian motherfuckers. Be able to defend yourself no matter where you go. Period. To me, that becomes what we say. Now, watch out for those niggas. And only those niggas, you better off in the caves. That's not true. Anybody saying that is lying to you. They're misleading you. Period. These is facts. They're not going to talk about those stories because it goes against. Miss Melody says, notice they don't talk about those stories, though. She's talking about the stories where, cavemen are killing, or hell, they just even suspecting. This is the last person that was with them, because it ain't like the cavemen are being arrested. Again, they'll just suspect, well, last seen on a Tinder date with some random ass cave. And you'll see the black families get on the news. They're not investigating them properly. The families seeking or looking for justice. That's not happening when it's a black man that does it. And I think that just that parallel alone should be talked about. That's not happening if a black man murders a black woman. Ain't no, well, they won't go down there and arrest him. You think somebody's sister gonna have to get on TV crying, talking about they ain't arrested nobody about that? They're not gonna have to do that if a black man decides to be on some shit like that. They're not gonna have to even get on TV and cry about no damn justice. They're not going to have to do that. His ass was arrested. The women who do talk about, every 5.5 hours or to drill these stories just to tell black women to go lay with other groups of men, they're not going to talk about those stories because it doesn't fit their agenda. Wait, what? That threw me off. This is why when I'm really going in, I don't even pay attention to the comments. I look like Conway the Machine. All right, all right, all right. Okay. All right. All right. Shh. Crazy Shar says that's a misconception, Rob, because in Philly we have 76 unsolved murders of black women from last year who were presumably was murdered by a lover, and that's fair. That's fair. I'm not going to sit here and say that all the murders get solved, or I wouldn't say that, but I guess I can't imagine, even if we're doing presumably murdered by a lover. That's fair. I'm not even going to try to come against that, because I did read that there still are some unsolved. But black men being able to get away with murder like the caves, I I can't see that. I'll say that. I'm not going to act like, every single time a black man murders a woman, they get away. But it's, I would say the caves are more likely to get away with it. And then the assumption is that it was the lover, but I mean, we don't necessarily know whether it was or not. You know what I'm saying? That's no disrespect to what you're telling me either. That's not what's being said here. I'm not saying everybody gets arrested, but good chance. Good chance. Good chance. If it's a black man that's murdering a black woman, then he gonna get arrested. They're gonna look for him, or he gonna get arrested. Better chance than a cave. I'll just say that. But really, to me, honestly, the fact that men are killing women, period. I mean, the racial aspect of it, I understand, because we're putting the stats out here about our people, but the fact that even happens like that is problematic to me, period. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm telling women, just self-defense. Like, I don't care who it is, black man or not. Be ready for any signs of fuckery, any type of fucked up ass shit going on, any signs of abuse, whether it's verbal, physical, be ready. That's my message to black women. I don't care who the men are. Be ready. Black men, encourage your woman, because you'll give her money to go get her weave done and nails done. You'll give her money for all that shit. Invest in her some self-defense classes. Invest in her, getting her gun license, getting her some heat. You spoiling her. I mean, if you're going to spoil her anyway, push that on, to your woman. And that's a lesson that she can carry for the rest of her life, no matter whether y'all work out forever or not. Whether y'all stay together forever or not. That's something that she can carry with her, that's a skill she'll always have. That's the impact you can make on her life. Instead of pulling up next to the goddamn game and teaching her what football is, what basketball is. She could benefit from having lessons about self-defense. I mean, in my opinion, I guess I'll say that because I can't impose, she could benefit from that. I mean, wouldn't you want your woman to be able to, tote the ratchet just in case anything happened to you? Let's say, your hands are tied. Literally, some crazy shit happened. Do you want a woman screaming, hollering, yelling, or do you want a woman that's going to calmly get her strap and bang, bang, bang a motherfucker? I mean, who you want with you? I done told y'all before, I don't want no screamer. I don't want nobody hollering, yelling, screaming, fumbling, trying to get a damn phone out to record some shit or something. I don't want that. That doesn't do me any good. All I want, one of them ones go nod like, okay. And bang, bang, bang. Now you find the phone. No point in screaming, yelling, hollering. Ain't no point in all that. I don't want that. That makes sense? Am I making any sense? Y'all can tell me. Tell me in the comments if I'm making sense to you. Put a B123 in the chat. If you disagree with something I'm saying, you can also put that in the chat. As long as it's respectful. As long as it's respectful. I'm not minimizing your story. Miss K says, well, Rob, my cousin was a black woman that was killed last summer by two black men that she tried to help, which were strangers. She also tried to help her brothers. Also, I never forget it or forgive it. And that's fair. No, I never said you had to forget them niggas. Fuck them niggas. No, understand what's being said here. Maybe I'm confusing y'all. Fuck those niggas. Just don't say fuck me because of what they did. That's all I'm saying. Don't say fuck me and all the men that ain't murdering nobody because of what they did. Fuck those two black men that did that. And if what you're saying is true, those motherfucking black men, fuck those black men. They could have died immediately. They could have died on the spot. She could have killed them or anything like that. I have no love for them. That ain't what this is. I'm not telling you to forgive. I ain't telling you to do none of that. Fuck those niggas. Not fuck all niggas. That's where it gets fucked up at. Because it becomes a whole, well, fuck all niggas. Understand that. I'm not minimizing that or anything that happened. That's not what's happening here. My condolences actually to you and your family. Truth be told. Did they find the two guys that killed that killed her? If you don't mind me asking. Miseducated, that's a really good point. I hate that this subject fails to include proximity. That matters if not included. It paints black men as the most violent. See, I don't mind black men being painted as the most violent to the caves. I don't mind it. It's when we take on their mentalities. Of course, proximity should always be weighed in. Should be. But when it comes to black people, it's like we don't give ourselves the benefit of the doubt or the benefit of even reality. Whoever you're around, whoever you're with, you're going to go through the most shit with them. We don't even give ourselves that benefit. We don't give ourselves that benefit because we hate ourselves that much. That's how much we hate ourselves. That's how much we hate ourselves, yo. We don't even think about stuff like that. It doesn't even matter. That only applies to other groups. When a white man kills 50 white people, that only applies to him. Proximity would apply to him. When it comes to black men, no, black men not gonna get no benefit of the doubt of any kind. No explanation, no further examination, no analysis. You're not about to get all that. You're gonna get enough of an analysis to come to the conclusion that black men ain't worth a fuck. They're not shit. They don't deserve shit. That's all you're gonna get, because it's almost like they come to black men ain't shit first, and then they build on top of that. So therefore, you're not gonna get any type of explanation or understanding, because no, the end goal is to say that black men ain't worth a fuck. Every other man on the planet is better than black men. And they worked for the longest time to try to get black women on board with that. And it's working. By any means. It's working. It is working. Oh boy, I'm not regular. I didn't think you would still be here. Can we tackle our own issues without comparing it to them? Of course. Well, of course we can. Black women, learn self-defense, get you some guns. That's how you tackle this issue. I promise you, if more of these niggas start getting shot or getting their ass kicked, like black women learn how to fight, I can't just run up on them and push them down like they're not lightweight no more. I honestly believe it will vastly change. That's not including the caves. Fuck the cave. We can leave the caves out of there. And is the only solution to change the behavior of black women? Yes. And I'm going to tell you why. In this case, yes. And this is what y'all problem is. This is what the problem is. Y'all want to make it, oh, woe is me. Y'all always talking about the black women. They got to do something. In this case, yes. What the fuck are you telling me you get killed every 5.5 hours if you not going to do something? I can't stop murderers from murdering. You don't bring your boyfriends and husbands to me for me to verify them or check them. I don't get to verify these niggas. So it has to be you. What you mean? Like, murderers, stop murdering. Rapists, stop raping. I mean, that's not gonna work. They're not scared of prison. These motherfuckers are risking prison. So what I'm saying ain't gonna change that. But what their victims, they see women as easy work. That's how women are viewed, not just black women, women, period. You know that. So yes, the behavior of black women has to change for this to change. Yes. Yes, and I stand by it. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because all I can do as a black man is not participate in the behavior. I'm doing my part. Y'all make me mad. I don't murder you. All I can do is not be a part of the behavior. I can shame hoe ass niggas that act like that. I'm telling you to murder them. I can show no value for their life whatsoever. I can do all of that, but I can't control them. I'm not the one laying up with them. I'm not laying up with them. If that's how you take it, that's what you got to do. Like that's not what I'm saying, but if you see if you see Crazy Shar says, sounds like you're ultimately saying leave black men. All black men don't conduct themselves this way. They just don't. They just don't. All black men ain't out here acting like that. I would argue, hell, you can even say most black men ain't out here acting like that. Most of them not. Or most of y'all will be dead, right? I mean, realistically speaking, I know that may sound a little harsh, but if you hear and leave black men, then leave. If that's what you hear. But I'm telling you, no matter where you go, the same skills need to, it don't matter. It really don't matter. If you feel like leave black men as the answer, leave these niggas. Okay, leave them. But go somewhere else and put your feet up. I mean, again, women are looked at as light work out here. Period. Light work. They looked at it as light work. So If that's what you're hearing, if that's what you getting from this message, then do that. I mean, I don't know. I can't, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. If they want to date out, hey, you feel like somebody else gonna be better, hey. Tay Ashley said, why is this happening? Because men are murderous motherfuckers. Notice I said men. They just are. They just are. They get their little feelings hurt or get broke up with. Some of them can't take it. Some of them can't take it. And that's sad. But that's why it's happening. It's been happening since before you was born. There ain't no wrong. I mean, you know, it's been happening since before you was born. Go ahead. Crazy shut up. Moral of the story, let's be lesbians. Go ahead. Go right on ahead. Because let's not act like women don't be out here killing some of the new bitches of the men they done left. Something. I mean, that's not the point, but go ahead. I've heard that them lesbian couples deal with more domestic violence than is even reported. That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I'm not trying to shame homosexual couples, but what I heard was that a lot of them be acting like that. A lot of them be acting like that. So go ahead. Mm-hmm. Go right on ahead. Eat your little pussy. If that, hey, get full, right? Might be your last supper, though. Might be your last supper, though. So, it's, I don't know. Don't know. Hey, but DV in those relationships be high. It ain't right. Motherfuckers crazy. But again, we gotta start looking at how when motherfuckers talking to us like that, I kill you. We gotta start playing our exit upon hearing shit like that. Like, that ain't cute. You better not ever be with no other man. I kill everybody. Ooh. 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 Not ooh no more. That ain't ooh no more. We don't do that no more. I'm not regular says you said men been doing it since day one. Fair enough. Was it always a rate of every 5.5 hours though? That I don't know. They haven't always kept up. If you do any amount of research on femicide, that this hasn't been something that was always kept up with. So I don't know what the rate has always been. I have no idea. I can't speak to that. I can't speak to that. But I think, again, if the rate is every 5.5 hours, why isn't the news breaking news? Black women are now engaged in more self-defense classes than ever, buying more guns than ever. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, I think you're missing that point. Like, you want me to do something about every 5.5 hours. I can't. What I'm saying, though, is if this is real and you keep quoting it, like, boom, it's real, real life shit. And I'm not saying it's not, because I read the same stats here. I'm not saying it ain't real, but why aren't you going to the range? Why aren't you in self-defense classes? That's my question for you. Since I'm getting all these questions, like, I'm out here killing motherfuckers every 5.5 hours. Why ain't you at the range? Why do you spend your weekends at a nail salon or out to eat? Now my question is for you. That's fair. Miss Melanin says, just because the news isn't saying it doesn't mean we're not doing it. But I mean, let's be real. Can we? I mean, can we be real? In droves, black women are not going to, no, they're trying to go out to eat. They're trying to go to the salon. They're trying to get some clothes, new shoes, new purse, new, like, we got to be real, though. I mean, if we're going to be real about black men, we got to be real across the board. And my question for women in here in the chat right now is, okay, is anybody getting any self-defense classes? Anybody learning how to use this gun? Based on this stat, that should make y'all terrified of black men. I still see black women all up in niggas' face trying to fight niggas. Not saying that they, can't defend them. I mean, defend yourself, do what you gotta do. But I mean, it ain't causing any real fear. I mean, like, again, when I see the stat being read, it's not to try to create some change in how we raise our daughters, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I don't see. TikTok, okay. TikTok, there's a self-defense movement. That's what's up. There's a God, is it my sister's keeper or my someone on Instagram I follow too, down in Georgia. There's a black woman down there who is showing, black people in general, period, how to use weapons and things like that. That's something that I think is big, because, again, if these motherfuckers start getting shot, that I feel like that will deter a lot of these motherfuckers from even, because then women ain't light work no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just light work. You're not just gonna run up on a woman and take whatever the fuck you want. No, bang, 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 nigga. That's what happened to you. That's what happened. I said decunification of the pineal gland. Because now my argument, it ain't calcium surrounding the motherfuckers. It's a whole lot of coon shit. A whole lot of coon shit. Yep. A whole lot of coon shit. So we gotta, again, I don't mind the stat. The stat doesn't bother me. Black men being told, or black women pushing the narrative that somebody else is a better, safer fit. That's my issue. That's my issue. Because I'm teaching my daughters to look out for everybody. I don't give a damn who it is. I don't care where they at. I don't want them to feel safe when they see a white face. And that's the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Like, you safe around everybody but black men. You safe with everybody but black men. And that's the narrative that I just don't know where and why it's coming and why it's real. And it's not no. Those aren't facts. Those are not facts. I'm not minimizing the stat at all. That's what's up, Lito. That's what's up. Convince them. Do your damnedest. I'm trying to convince my mom and sis to get guns. Do your damnedest and make sure you know how to use them properly, not just get them. Exactly. Exactly. We have to protect ourselves from men in general. I'm regular. What you talking about? The stat don't bother you? Yes. The stat does bother me. I have daughters. But I can't just read them the stat. The fuck that's gonna do? What's that supposed to do? I can't just read them the stat and tell them, well, go get you a white man. You'll be better off. That's a lie. So I can't just read them the stat. I can't tell them lies. So what do I have to do instead? Make sure they know how to defend themselves no matter what. The stat most definitely bothers me. Most definitely. But I know I can't, I don't have mind control. I'm not, who is it got had that mind control shit? Y'all keep up with Marvel and shit, right? I'm not Charles Xavier. I can't just control a motherfucker. I wish, boy, from X-Men, if I could just do this shit and make it stop, I would. I would. A whole lot of shit to stop. If I had that type of power, y'all wouldn't be cooning. I'd just be like, I'm gonna get rid of this coon shit right now. Hook myself up to this big ass machine and make it more powerful and shit off X-Men. I wish it worked like this. I wish it did. But it don't. It does not. It bothers me so much that I wish I had mind control and could stop it all right now. But I can't. All I can do is try to convict us to prepare ourselves better for everything the world has to offer. Everything the world is throwing at us. That's all I can do is try to convict us enough to where we want to change our mentalities to do something about it, to prepare ourselves, to fortify ourselves. I talk about fortification here all the time. I talk about fortification here all the time. And they will. You look up serial killer and white faces come up. It's because they not a threat. We are. A woman gonna be more concerned about me taking $50 out of a little pocketbook than they are being murdered by the caves. That's sad. We do that a lot too. King Cash says my pops would rather pray for my sister's protection. That we do that a lot. Even when I've talked to Black women about self-defense, they either gonna get offended because once I start saying, well, trade, all this hair and vanity shit for self-defense, they get offended. And then they talk about how they're protected by a high power. Black women are the most religious women on earth. Black women are the most religious women in the nation, and still every 5.5 hours. God ain't doing shit. God ain't doing shit. But that's what some Black women that are religious, that are Christian, they'll say shit like that. Just pray. Okay. Go ahead. You go ahead. You go right ahead. God ain't giving a fuck. And the fact that y'all will stay loyal to that motherfucker and he not giving a fuck, it's problematic. It's problematic. It's real. God ain't giving a fuck about black women, black people, like, and still get all the praise and glory. That motherfucker ain't got to do shit. The laziest God ever made. Lazy motherfucker. Don't do shit. And still get all the praise and glory. Cannot show up, cannot protect. He not being trashed out here online. Black men are though. Black men are though. Fuck me, but not fuck him. And you actually praying to him. Like, okay. Make that make sense. They be out here talking about black men get worship. Black male worship. No. The motherfucker that's been worshipped is your heavenly father, and that bitch ain't nowhere to be found. In real life. I mean, we gotta. We know who get the worship in our community. We know who it is. And if the argument is that it's black men, somebody ignoring a big, big part of reality. It's Cave Jesus that gets the worship. Let's just be real. Because I keep seeing black male worship kind of floating around. Black male worship. Like, no, it's God y'all been worshiping. Jesus y'all been worshiping. Let's be real about it. King Cash says caves can pray and have guns. Why can't we? Guns is a part of cave culture. It's not a part of our culture. It's not a part of our culture like that. We think it's something wrong if your 10-year-old know how to shoot a rifle. We teach our 10-year-olds how to dance. We teach our 10-year-olds how to dance. They out shooting, in the woods and shit, target practice. They out shooting assault rifles. We teaching them how to dance. Big difference. Big difference. I'm sorry about that. Me. Say it's hard not to believe in Jesus. It's been planted in me. That's so sad. I wish you didn't have that in you and you were taught to just believe in you. I wish that's what we did. But I mean, it is what it is. But that it was programmed in you though. It was programmed in you. Like many of us. I mean, I'm no different, Raise your hand in the chat if you had religion programmed into you. All of us had to. There's no way you was born religious. You just weren't. Me too. Me too. I broke free. But me too. But you hear black male worshiper one more time. Boy, you that shit going around. It's like you can't say anything. You can't say anything real, or it has to be negative. If you're not speaking negatively about black men, you're a black male worshiper. That's all it is to it. Or a pick me. I mean, they kind of work synonymous with each other. You'll pick me, or you're a black male worshiper. If you say anything, God forbid had a good father and your baby daddy ain't trash, and you better not say it. You better not say it. You better not say it. What you disagree with, Pyro? What happened? Okay. Crazy Shaw said, nope, I was always a rebellious demon. Damn. Okay. Wait, what? What case say? It's too much black male worshiping. I think he meant thank goodness I stopped in my 20s and 30s. I was never a huge one. I don't even know what that means. Like, I don't even know what that means. I was never worshipped. I don't know what black males getting worshipped. It wasn't me. It was not me. I don't know. Yeah, no, Regina, you better not. You better not. Gina said, that's so real. Women will come out the woodwork for your neck if you talk about how loving your father or your baby daddy is for being a good one. You better not say it. Oh no, you no. You know what I'm saying? You better not say shit about your kid's father. He trash. He gotta be trash. You trash for ever being with him. That's you better not say nothing. That's how it is. Because that makes you a pick me or a mammy these days. It's only if you're not hating a black man, you ain't doing shit. Stop playing. Stop it. Stop it. That's not worship. I'm gonna show you how. Crazy Shar says, stop it, Rob. The baddies used to be over here drooling over you. That's not worship. A black man will be told that he is sexy and that he got either good or big dick. What one or the other. That's not worship, though. To me, that's not worship. That's just a matter of somebody having an opinion about your physical being. You know what I'm saying? You not worship. Worship is you really giving a fuck about a person, their struggle, their story, everything about them. You kind of relate to them. You have empathy for them and shit like that. I never got no worship. I never heard nothing about no black men worship. I knew black men wasn't shit before I became one. I didn't hear the community worship black men, not where I came from. And maybe it's different from where some of you guys came from. But where I came from, no. That nigga won't shit. He don't raise his kid. He don't do anything. He don't do shit. He don't ever do shit. He's problematic at all times. That's before I even became a man. I knew that. So I don't remember the phase of black men being worshipped. I don't know where that was. Somebody saying I'm cute a little bit. Like that ain't, you know, okay. You know what I'm saying? Somebody will fuck me. Like, that ain't worship. That ain't worship to me. I don't even get the benefit of the doubt. Like, I don't even get the benefit of the doubt because I'm a black man. The only way I would get the benefit of the doubt is if I was a K or other man, a non-black man. That's the only way I would get the benefit of the doubt. The only way my story would be relevant. No, that's fair. Razi says the only black men who are worshipped are black male celebrities. I can see that. Women screaming and yelling and throwing draws. I think sometimes y'all was acting like that for a little while, right? Rich guys that got money and stuff like that, but just black men as a group getting worship, where? I want somebody to show me where. I don't know. Right. I be feeling like that sometimes, though. I be feeling like that sometimes. I honestly do. And I done said it here before. Like, all I did was be born a black man. She says, "How dare you not be a cave, Robert?" Like, all I did was be born a black man. So everything that black men do, I gotta carry it. Everything they do, I got to carry it. Everything they ain't did, I gotta carry it. Even when it's a trumped up charges, I gotta carry it. I don't remember no black men where somebody tell me in here somewhere. Tell me where black men got worshipped in your community. Like I don't even know what that means. I promise I don't. I know what worship looked like. I done been to church. I done seen Cave Jesus get worshiped. But black men be worshiped? Mm-mm. No. I need to see it. Somebody gotta tell me. Tell me where it's happening at. Because I see the terminology getting thrown around, but I don't know where it comes from. I don't know what is it backed on something real, or is it just something people saying to shame women who don't hate black men? Oh, you a black male worshiper. I just said my daddy loved me and I love him. Oh, you a black male worshiper, pick me hoe, bitch. It's like, God damn. All I said was my daddy didn't. My brothers, my family, they good people. That's all I'm saying. They good to their women. Oh, you a mammy, black male worshiping, pick me hoe, bitch, hoe. It's like, God damn. You done call me a hoe more than black men call me a hoe. You done call me a bitch more than black men call. Well, you a pick me bitch, so it don't matter. Like, you're not a part of us. You a mammy pick me hoe bitch hoe. As a matter of fact, we gonna double down. And nobody gives a fuck that your daddy didn't molest you. No one cares about that story. I only want to hear if you were molested, ho. It's like, damn. So I have to have been molested and abused to. That's how women treating each other right now. It's like, God damn, like what the fuck? I had to have been molested. That's the only way I get any. All of my relationships had to be the black man's fault. I if I did anything, I'm a pick me. If I can assess myself, if I can do any self-assessment about flaws that I have, that I see some other women have, that makes me a pick me bitch. It's like, yep. They be like, basically, yeah. And it's like, okay. mm. I had have been just raped before I even watched this live that you doing. I had to been just in some traumatic experience, and a black man did it, and I hate these niggas. That's the only way. Yep. Marcia, what you talking about? I ain't see your comment. What you say? Put it right here, right now. I'm looking now. I'm telling you. And then I'm seeing a wave of black women will say, they don't even see allies unless a black man is kissing their ass and saying they don't do no wrong. That's the only way you can be an ally. That's the only way you can be an ally to black women. It's just like, yeah. I ain't see it. What you got? Okay, here we go. Let's see. Alchemist Rising says, not a fair comparison. It has more to do with the fact that the BC has not held BM accountable as a whole for the damage that they've done, because the greater society has been seen to target black men. The black community has not held black men accountable. Where? What? That's what I'm saying. Like, what do you mean? How do you hold black men accountable? Let's talk. Can we do that? Let's do that for a second. How do you hold the black men accountable? What are the methods that can be used? How? Let's y'all women brainstorm for me. How do you hold black men accountable for their actions? Good point. Black men go to jail for not paying child support. My God, what do y'all want? Black men go to jail for pretty much anything. You could be loitering and go to jail. So what would be a way to hold black men accountable? I'm open to suggestions because black men fill the prisons up more than anybody else. So if prison ain't, so what else? What else needs to be done to hold black men accountable? Again, I knew I wasn't shit when I was 6 years old. Yeah, about 6. I knew I wasn't shit and I wasn't never going to be shit. And I was supposed to be dead or in prison by the time I was 18 years old. Yeah. How do you hold black men accountable? Because again, I was just born a black man. Afros and Afro Sheen says withholding sex, stop financially support them. Mamas set them free. I don't have no issue with that. Withholding sex, are black women? I mean, but then this is this is something that black women would have to do, and based on what I'm seeing, black women don't want to do any of this stuff. So are y'all black women gonna stop having sex with black men to hold them accountable? I mean, I don't have a problem with that. I'm cool with that. How else? Any other ideas? She mad. I am regular. You just want. I'm not regular. Just want to be mad. It says black women. How do we hold black men accountable for their actions? Why do black men always ask black women for the answers? It was a woman who made the comment. So I'm asking any ideas that black women have. I'm telling you, I don't know how else do I hold black men accountable? I don't know. And if I don't know something, I'm going to ask. If the prisons ain't enough, if black men being, told basically they're not shit, how else can you do it? There would have to be a cause and effect. Unless I say, well, I go out here and murder black men. Like I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, Miss K says, yes, I already have. I would just stop having sex with black men. I did it for years and years, no more. I'm not birthing them either because they thuns. I don't know what thuns are, but she says she's not giving birth to black men. There you go. Just don't give birth to black men. That was a big topic of discussion for a while. Just don't give birth. What's up, Amber? Boy, it's interesting. The debate keeps running in circles in the black community. Honestly, it's redundant and tiresome. By the way, hey Rob, what's up? I'm just trying to, lady said, thank you, Miss Reese. I'm handsome. Okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. But according to some women, I wasn't even supposed to be born. So I wasn't even supposed to be born. Oh man. Not saying I'm the greatest, but I ain't never raped, abused. I ain't never did no shit like that. Well, okay. So we have no sex, don't give birth to black men. Okay. And these are still things that black women have to do. And I'm not saying it, it's women saying it. So I don't know, like, shit, what y'all, I mean, I thought my job was to not engage in the behaviors that are problematic to black women. I thought that would be, and raise my sons to not engage in the same behaviors, but that ain't enough. So it's like, okay. Yeah, it's tough. Fourth Project said, bro, this just turned into a man bashing live stream. As a black man, that's fucked up. That's not fucked up. This is getting awkward as fuck, LOL. Boy, you ain't got to be fucked up. You're a black man. And apparently, you've been worshipped all your life. So this is the reckoning for you niggas. You've been getting worshipped all your life. You had an easy street your whole fucking life, nigga. Don't complain now. That's basically, the vibes. Like, you had it easy your whole life. Even though you're supposed to be dead by the time you're 18, you had it easy your whole life, nigga. Fill up the prisons, You had it easy the whole time, nigga. And this is the reckoning. You've been getting worshipped, nigga. You've been getting worshipped your whole life, nigga. And it's time for you to deal with this work. It reminded me, what movie was that? Say, I didn't even do nothing. What movie was that? Oh, what movie was that? God damn it, I forgot the movie. I ain't even do nothing. I forgot what movie that was. Some black movie, though. That's how it is, man. You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to do nothing. Y'all niggas been getting worshipped the whole time. You've been running them up. Ain't nobody held you accountable. And this is the reckoning. Boys in the hood. Miss Mellon says, boys in the hood. I ain't even do nothing. That's how I be feeling. But as a black man, you take all the smoke, you take it and you do it like this. And you keep going. You keep going. You show love. You show love. It's all you can do. Here's a suggestion. Miss La says black men can start by not bashing black women on social media. And the ones that don't get recognition. So I think that we can start, as a team showing love to black men who don't engage in this type of behavior. They should have black women's full support. Full. Should have 1 million subs to show, well, hey, this is what happens when you don't bash black women. You get black women support. You got 5 million subs. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. Watch this. I'm not regular, but I don't even know how you made it through all this. But so white men came up with a system that will jail those who kill, which is not true. They came up with a system to jail black men. Mainly, that's what the system was for. But black men can't come up with nothing for killers except don't be a victim, as if it's that easy. I am regular. I asked you again, what self-defense classes are you in? What gun classes have you taken? Because if you're saying I'm supposed to quit my job and become Batman, then you're not being realistic. The goalpost for black men is somewhere else. I don't know where the fuck it is, but it's out of my purview. I can't even see it. So what? I was just born black. That's all I did. So become Batman. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all want to do a part 2 and I'll let people call in tomorrow? I can do that. I can do that. We can do a part 2 tomorrow and I'll let people call in. The people that was here that actually heard that heard what I had to say. The people that heard what I had to say, I'll do a call-in show for y'all tomorrow. I ain't got time to start it right now because I know if we start doing it now, it's gonna be, and I gotta get up and we'll do it. We'll do a call-in show tomorrow. How about that? Is that good? Y'all cool with that? Therapy. Zaina says our community, I think you meant our community are dealing with the. I'm gonna translate this. Our community are dealing with lots of trauma on both ends, and we need therapy, and therapy is expensive, yet we need it the most. Therapy is helpful. But I'm gonna tell you what happens in therapy and how therapy gets in is that you just go talk. We can't talk to each other. We've decided that, black men and women have no interest in talking to each other. I hear you, you hear me. We can't do that. And a therapist really gonna tell you and gonna give you tools for you can help yourself. That's the trick of therapy anyway. They're gonna listen to you and they're gonna get you to the point where you can help yourself. Where if you have anger issues, you're supposed to put those anger issues behind you. That's what therapy is. It's just you sitting there paying somebody to talk to, and they're gonna help you how to feel or help you figure out how to deal with your issues, how to get past your traumatic experiences. That's what therapy is going to do. Now, what I've done is I got past my traumatic experiences with my people, and I'm still here to ride for my people. I don't get on here and talk about everything black women put me through. Because I'm not on here to bash black women. I'm not on here to do none of that. That's not what I'm here for. Ain't no point. How can you be, again, a lot of us, we getting old. I can't hold on to that. I realize that young, really. I can't be holding on to that type of trauma. I can't hold on to what they done did. I got to look at what part I played in all of it. Do better about who I align myself with and move forward. I can't sit on here and be mad all day. I can't. Black men and women should be able to talk to each other. Black men may try to talk, but he might be a weak bitch ass nigga. I mean, that's what's going to be said about nigga. You weak. A black woman, she going to be called over dramatic. We minimize each other's experiences. That's how we treat each other. That's what we do to each other. Well, we should be a haven for each other. I should be able to talk to a black woman. A black woman should be able to talk to me. That's the point of us even being together. Can't nobody tie souls with you like another black person can. Period. Nobody else can do that. But we don't want to talk to each other. We don't want to listen to each other. We don't want to do that, man. Miseducated says, I appreciate your suggestions, but it's deeper than buying a gun. I keep saying this. Show me a young menace in our community, and we'll be able to trace their behaviors back to their doorstep. I don't disagree with you. I didn't say it was just going to buy a gun that would cure everything. I'm saying this is a step in a direction that hasn't been used yet. How do we know it? You say it's deeper than buying a gun, but we ain't bought the guns yet. How? How are you going to say that? That's not what's happening. You tell me my it's deeper than buying a gun, but we ain't even did that. And you're not going to curb it all. I didn't say it's going to go to zero. It's still murderers going to murder. That's what they're going to do. Rapists going to rape. That's what they're going to do. They was like that when we got here. I'm not saying only buy a gun, but this is a step in the right direction. That's a step. I didn't get on here and say I had all the answers to the problem with murder in the world. Only way I could fix it would be if I had these type of powers right here. We talked about this. This is the only way I could do it. But I can make suggestions, and that's all I'm doing. You can trace the behavior back to the doorstep. That's cool. No problem with that. But then how do we curb the issue? And I think there could be a curb in the issue if women, one, we're not going to just say, well, men need to stop murdering. Of course, men need to stop murdering. Of course, men need to stop murdering, raping, abusing. Men need to stop all of that. Okay, well, then also, I think the problem could be minimized some if women put a focus on self-defense as opposed to vanity as much. I believe that. And it hasn't been tried. So therefore, you can't just minimize my suggestion because it hasn't been done. That's almost like when black people minimize unity. We ain't tried it. Stuff we ain't tried, we minimize, and that doesn't make sense to me. I can't be in your head. I can't tell you what to talk about, if you was to go make a video, but this is my suggestion. This isn't happening in mass. Therefore, it's like, learn how to defend yourself, period. That ain't gonna stop murders from murdering and rapists from raping, but I think it could curb some of the issue. That's all I'm saying. It ain't gonna be perfect. It's not gonna be perfect. I'm not saying it's gonna be perfect. I'm saying this could help. I'm saying getting on here and saying black men are out here killing black women every 5.5 hours aren't making the men that's killing black women on that level. It's not making them stop by saying that over and over again. It's not. Like, oh shit, we doing it that much? We gotta chill. It's not doing that. So then what else? You know what I'm like? What else? In my opinion. Period. Uh-oh, chill out, Jordan. Chill out. We can't say that. There's no such thing as toxic women, only toxic men. Jordan says, but once we trace it back to the doorstep, you'll see that some women can be just as toxic as men. Jordan, don't you say that. Don't you say it. Women are not toxic. They are perfect, angelic, no flaws. They do no wrong. Perfect mothers, everything. Don't be doing that. Miseducated says, not minimize them. I'm saying the root of the problem needs to be addressed in the homes. I do believe having protection will help greatly because a ninja cause a ninja to rethink his decision. But once you look at the root of the problem in the homes ain't teaching self-defense. The home is raising coons. I trace it back to parents. God damn, y'all been watching me. Don't I do this damn every time I get on here? I trace it back to parents every time. Whoever is there. I don't even know what more, you know what I'm saying? Like, we go back to parents every time. I don't even know. I don't even know what to say about that. Like, we go to parents every time. So it's like, once you go to the households, because I deal with these parents, they're not teaching nothing about self-defense. What they are teaching their little girls is to be independent women. So if you want to go back to the households, okay, let's take a stroll through the house. If the father isn't there and the mom is raising a child by herself, you got independent woman. If the father isn't there and he is in a woman's life and helping raise his daughter, well, now what you're going to get is, if a woman says that her dad raised her, you're going to get, well, that's a pick-me bitch. So then, you going to have a lot of times you got two parents teaching their child to worship whiteness. So then you have that. No black identity is given in households. We don't understand the government. We don't understand anything in a black household. Typically, we're one parent or two. But you get a lot of independent shit. I don't need no man, whatever. You get a whole lot of that shit. And then, okay, you're an independent woman. You can make your own money. But if I tell you go get a gun, well, that's just too far. We shouldn't have to do all that. Okay. You understand the conundrum I be in sometimes. You understand the conundrum. It's tough. Independent woman. Go get you some self-defense classes. Go take some self-defense classes. Go get you a gun. Well, why ain't you telling men to stop murdering women? Okay, men stop murdering women. Women still go get you a gun. Go get some self-defense classes. I ain't trying to do all that. I shouldn't have to do all that. It's like, well, okay. Okay. But this is what I'm telling you to do out of love. You not my daughter, but if you was, this is what I would tell you. Be independent. I understand independence. I get that as a matter of paying bills. Don't rely on a man to pay your bills. Cool. But also don't rely on a man that he's not going to be with you at all times. So be able to defend yourself as well. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, again, this is not about minimizing the statistic. It's about the only thing I can think of realistically, because I don't have superpowers and shit. The only realistic thing I can think of is for women to not, one, don't be in a relationship with men that are even borderline abusive in any type of way. Two, learn how to fight, really fight. Because that grabbing hair shit ain't gonna work. If a man got a low cut, you can't grab his waves. Or a bald head like me, like, learn how to fight. I'm talking about fight. Not flail, not haymaker. I'm talking about fight. Goddamn grapples, elbow moves, chop to the neck moves. Learn how to fight. And if you don't want to do all that, flash that heat. Because a lot of time, if a man even see that you got the heat on him, like, motherfucker, I will blast your bitch ass. That would curb some of it. That's all I'm saying. It's not going to eliminate it. I don't have a solution to eliminate all, murders. I don't have one. And if that makes me less of a black man because I can't fix all the problems of the black, because black men have to deal with that pressure too. Well, if I can't fix all the problems, then I'm not an acceptable black man. If that makes me less of a black man, or you feel as though, black men don't never come up with solutions or whatever, then fine. But this is what I got. Because I don't have superpowers and shit. I'm not Batman. I'm not Superman. I'm just a regular black man out here trying my best to help my people. And if you ain't gonna listen to me, if you're not on your way to look up some self-defense classes in your area, go learn how to use a gun. If you're not gonna listen to me, then I don't know what to do. That's what makes me be like, I don't know. It's like I can come up with some solutions, but unless I'm got the speed of the Flash or some superpower, I can't run up to New York, scour the streets of New York and only y'all Santa Claus can cover every night or every house in the whole world in one night. Only Santa can do that. I'm not Santa. If you with me, you ain't got nothing to worry about. I can guarantee you that. That's from black men, the caves, motherfucking the Asian caves. You ain't got shit to worry about if you with me. If I'm around you. You call me, you got an issue, I'm on my way. Let's do it. Let's get it. I'm on my way. But I'm not Santa. And y'all be expecting black men to be Santa. And if we say, well, I'm not Santa. Oh, you ain't no real black man. Y'all don't protect black women, blah, blah. It's like, God damn. Can we be realistic about this shit? Can we be realistic about the shit? Uh-oh. Keita says the class is $70. What's that? Is that a set? How much nails cost these days? That's just a set. I don't even know what to call acrylic set. I don't know. That's just a set. That's just a set. You can watch just for a week or two, maybe. Wash your hands, file your nails down, put a little clear coat on. You can do that at the house. Oh no, that's wild. I didn't know that. 150 for nails. Okay. 150 for the nail game. And you don't really need that shit like that anyway. Nails $100? I ain't even know it. I ain't even know that was that much. You can go take the class. That's just a black man giving you a suggestion. Not saying you're gonna listen, but you're not gonna lower 5.5 or every 5.5 hours a black woman is killed by a man she's involved with, or you're not gonna lower it by continuing to say it over and over again. You're not gonna lower it with that. You damn sure not gonna lower it by telling black women to go lay in the caves. That's not gonna lower it because they're not even investigating the caves. So you can show up dead around them and won't nobody even investigate. That's not gonna lower it, even though that's what women are saying. That's not real. That's not true. Those bitches are delusional. They're lying. So I'm trying to give you a practical solution. And if you don't want to do that, then I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Look at these people. No. Alchemist says, and you can rent your firearms for training until you're ready for one of your own. Look at these answers in here. Look at these answers. Even some black women giving some suggestions that's similar to what I'm saying. Telling you where the way to do it. And Pyro says, I'm a purple belt and I teach people for free off GP. Hopefully just black people, Pyro. Don't teach the caves. Fuck them. See? I don't know how else to curve it, you see. How else? I can tell black men every single day, stop killing black women, stop abusing black women, stop raping black women. Learn how to take your L's. We talk about stuff like that over here. We do it. We do that. But that's not making the number change, though. That's not making the number change. And we got to be realistic about that. We got to be realistic about that. Stop listening to these motherfuckers that's out here just telling you to run to the caves because that's a haven for you. The caves ain't never been a haven for you, black man, black woman. The caves ain't never been a haven for you. Never. Not once. These are facts. And I'm telling you this because I love you. The caves do not. They don't. They can get away with murdering you. And those are just facts. Do not allow people to make you believe that you are safer somewhere else, because you're not. Just off the virtue of you being a woman, you're not. And I know you didn't choose that. That's the world you was born into. Same shit I be saying. This is the world I was born into. But it's my choice whether or not to be a black man that's problematic, a coon ass black man, a sellout ass black man, or a black man that's gonna put on a fucking skirt and some goddamn stockings like Lakeith's ass did. Lakeith Stanfield's ass. I didn't control the situation I was born in, but I must be prepared for the situation I was born in. It just is what it is. I know for a fact I can't trust no white hoe, no white cave hoe. It ain't going to, don't want to, have nothing, no interest in it. That situation I was born into. Nothing I can do about that. Nothing you can do about being born a woman. But you can prepare. You can do that. Nothing I can do about being born a black man, but I can prepare. I can mentally fortify myself. These caves not gonna be able to use me, manipulate me, propagandize me. They're not gonna be able to do it. Because I fortified. You see, like, it's what it takes, whether you like it or not. Am I making sense, y'all? Like, I want black women in particular. I want black women to hear me. Exactly. This doesn't happen twice now that I've seen. Gina Turner says the caves kill a black woman death will be labeled natural causes. They just said the same thing about a 20. How old was she? Was she 29 years old? Said she died of natural causes. Went out to meet some cave, never came back. Natural causes. Ain't a homicide then. Come on now. Some of y'all understand. Some of y'all understand what I'm saying. The stat is very problematic. Very problematic. If I could single-handedly take these niggas out, I would. I would. If I could take them out before they touch any black woman, touch any little black girl, I would. But I can't. And that being put on me as a black man for me to do that, or I don't have any value, or I ain't worth a fuck, like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. But that's where we are. That's where the conversation is right now. It's Asia. Okay, Jordan Barrett says, is it Asia Maynard? It could be. Matter of fact, what the fuck am I talking about? What am I saying? I'm sitting at a goddamn computer and I'm just see. Y'all asking me. Let me make sure. Yep. Asia, let me see. Out of Kansas City, Missouri. 29 years old, found dead in a home in southeast Kansas City last month. has raised questions regarding the Kansas City Police Department investigation. Of course, they raise questions because they're not going to investigate shit. And we're seeing this happening. Black women, be careful of who you meeting online. Be mindful of it. Don't just see a white face and trust it. Prepare you. Don't go anywhere trusting randos. I don't give a damn, black, white, whoever. I don't care. Don't go anywhere trusting a rando, especially y'all that's doing this online dating shit. You don't go nowhere trusting these motherfuckers. Don't go to sleep around these. I'm talking about I'm serious. Don't go to sleep around them. Don't let them make your drinks. Don't do none of that. You treat them motherfuckers like you know they about to kill you. Not necessarily being, I ain't saying like on a crazy shit, but have the awareness that you're walking into a dangerous situation. A very possibly dangerous situation. You ain't sleeping. You ain't taking drinks from them. If you got a gun, go ahead and show it to them. As soon as you get there, just be, as soon as that motherfucker walk in, just be cleaning that motherfucker. Like, yep. Yeah. I got this thing where I pull it out randomly all night long. This is what I do. I talk with it in my hand. It's just something about life that makes me have to act like this. Every 5.5 hours, you see, this is happening. And therefore, I'm just going, yep, the heat. And don't go to motherfuckers' houses. Airbnbs is still a house. Don't go there either. Go to, and I hate to say this, but at best, go to a hotel so at least somebody can hear if something going on. You got people in rooms beside you and rooms in front of you that maybe they can hear some shit going on. Like, put yourself in the safest position possible, yo. You don't know these motherfuckers. You don't know them. Seriously, you don't know them. I don't give a fuck what race they are. You don't know them. You don't know their intentions. You don't know shit about them. They ain't coming to your house. You ain't going to theirs. Neutral ground. And you got the heat with you. Just wait. No, I pour my own drinks. Yeah, no. Yeah. No, I'm good. Don't even worry about it. No, I roll my own blunts. No, I don't smoke shit. No. Yeah, no. No, you good. You do yours. I'm gonna do mine. Motherfucker, I don't know you. And if they get offended by that, then they don't fuck with you because they don't understand you as a black woman and the situation that you in. When something happened to you, these white hoes, they're gonna look for them a little bit longer than they're gonna look for you. If they don't respect the way you behaving, they don't respect your blackness, and thus you shouldn't be there any goddamn way. Period. They know damn well you a woman. They know the situation with women. Boy, I got hype a little. I done got hype a little bit now. I'm just telling you. If they don't understand why you behaving like that, why I ain't never been on no date like this, or blah, 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 like, bitch, nigga, if you don't like it, you can leave. This is how I act. Period. I'm a black woman. Read the stats on us. Read how long they're going to look for me. Read what type of investigation they're going to do if your motherfucking ass snap off in here tonight. That's why I'm here like this. Do you got a problem? You can get the fuck out of here. No, that's not enough. No. That don't matter. This part don't matter. No, that don't matter right there. Then they say that's why you talk on the phone first. That don't mean shit. These motherfuckers that got a problem, they smooth talkers. They can be smooth with it. Coming at motherfucker, smooth as hell. I ain't never met nobody like you. This motherfucker done fucked, 5 or 6 bitches off this same app in this last month. Yeah, I ain't did this before. It was something about your profile picture that made me, I had to say something, I couldn't help myself. These be some of the smoothest motherfuckers out here. It don't talking on the phone, that shit don't matter. And a lot of these women that's in these situations that we talking about, they're in relationships with these niggas. They in relationships with them. It ain't just rando Tinder motherfuckers. They be in relationship with motherfuckers. Motherfuckers just snap off one day on some crazy shit. Most of it be really, a lot of it be control. A lot of it be on some control shit. A lot of times, like I say, I've said y'all over and over again, women think that shit cute. I'm leaving. You ain't going no motherfucking where. Nigga, I said I'm leaving. Like, what you mean? Do you need a warning shot in this bitch? I'm leaving. It is what it is. A lot of it be control. Or I'm breaking up with you. A lot of people can't take that. No, we done. I mean, you done heard stories about motherfuckers that broke up with somebody. This, woman trying to move on with her life and everything. This motherfucker come out of nowhere being crazy as fuck and end up killing the woman. Because motherfuckers be trying to talk to these motherfuckers. Like, no, I couldn't be a woman in that situation because I know I broke up with this nigga. He walking up on me on foot, fast and breathing hard. I'm gonna go ahead and just shoot him just in case. It wouldn't pay for me to be a woman with a gun like that in no situation like that. Oh yeah, no. I just shot. It was nothing. I saw him. I knew we wasn't, and he was walking brisk. It was a brisk walk. I don't know. He was breathing hard. I didn't know what. Nigga crying a little bit. Let me just go ahead and bang real quick. Maybe just in the legs. Maybe you don't fully kill the motherfucker. Whatever you gotta do. But that motherfucker be like, this bitch just shoot me in the leg. Nigga, you was crying when you walked up. I know what that mean. Like, no, you're not about to run up on me crying and breathing hard. No, it wouldn't pay for me to happen. They're done. Done. I'm not seeing Wayne. A motherfucker gonna call me 20 times in a row. Click, click. The next time I answer the phone, I ain't even saying hello. I'm just gonna let them hear me clean the motherfucking gun and goddamn cocking that motherfucker. Come on. You gonna keep calling like this? Oh, you outside? Oh, okay, I'll be out there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll be out there. Don't you worry about it. Because I had to call motherfucker, something's wrong with you. So let me go ahead and take you up out of here. I might be saving somebody else's life, the next motherfucker's life. Let me just go ahead and get you the fuck up out of here real quick. It wouldn't pay for me to be a woman with a gun. A woman with a gun, I defend it. No. Oh, nigga, you sure? I shoot stalkers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Y'all be wearing them juicy shorts. Y'all know. Yeah, y'all know how women be wearing them shorts with juicy on the back and little shit like that, little words on the back. I shoot stalkers. Mm-hmm. That's the new wave. Y'all heard it here first. Oh, I shoot stalkers. It could even say "oh" at the beginning. That make it even colder. Like, oh, I shoot stalkers. Yeah. After you call me 10 times, matter of fact, you call me 10 times, I might come to your house and shoot your motherfucking ass. Just like you calling me that many times because I got nervous. I didn't know what you was gonna do. I done blocked you. You called me from a private number. I'm just gonna come. I'm gonna come stalk you. Let me change the game. Let me come to where you at. Gun butt your motherfucking ass and let you know shit is real. It wouldn't pay for. Man, listen. Are you sure you want to call me for another number, nigga? Like, are you sure? Because if you call me from another number, I'm coming to your house. I'm gonna wait in the bush for your ass. I'm gonna gun butt your motherfucking ass in the back of the goddamn head, and that's the warning, nigga. That's the warning right there. You ain't know, did you? Yeah, I'm like that. That's the warning, nigga. I'm gonna gun butt the shit out of your motherfucking ass. Yeah. And once you unconscious, I'm gonna leave you a voicemail. Yeah, it was me, nigga. It was me. You called too many times, and it was the next number was unblocked. It was me. Yeah, you can go tell them people I did it too if you want to. It don't matter. Get a restraining order on me. Like, please. Like, yeah. Get a restraining order me that I have to stay 100 yards away from your motherfucking 150 yards. Don't you worry about it. I want to stay away from your bitch ass any motherfucking way. I gun butted your bitch ass, left your ass unconscious. I'm leaving you a voicemail right now. Tell him it was me. Whole name on record. It was me. I didn't know what to do with the private number. It was too much. I know I blocked this nigga. Something about private numbers. It threw me off. I thought maybe he was every 5.5 hours. You see the PTSD. I don't have time for this shit no more. We done with that. I'm coming to you, motherfucker. You ain't gonna be in my bushes. I'm gonna come be in yours and knock your bitch ass out. I don't think they'll be ready for that. Ladies, I'm just saying, I don't think they'll be ready for that. It couldn't be me. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. No, nigga. Voice, 2 voicemails, nigga. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay. You sure? Okay. Oh, okay. You sure? Are you okay? I'm telling y'all, like, do y'all I mean, y'all laughing, but I'm serious. Like, I couldn't be. I'm telling y'all, it couldn't be me in that situation. You know, no. I bring the smoke to you. You gotta get the restraining order on me. Yep. I know we broke up. I was there. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I initiated. I know we did. And you at the job, at my job. Imagine that. Like, I tried to stalk the bitch, but she was shooting. I couldn't even. Like, she started shooting. You know. I'm just saying, Black women, put yourself in better positions. I'm not making the onus on you. I'm not making you responsible for what happens. But be better prepared. If you dealing with crazy motherfuckers, don't put yourself in unsafe situations with nobody at all. Don't put yourself in unsafe situations with anyone. Keep your head on a motherfucking swivel. Don't get comfortable. Don't be getting drunk and high as fuck. Don't do all of that. Popping pills and whatever the fuck. Don't do none of that. You don't know these motherfuckers. This is with the online shit. You don't know them. You don't know them. And at the first sign of crazy in a relationship, you get the fuck up out of there. And let them know you will shoot. Let them know. I shoot. This is real shit. This ain't even no joking shit. Real shit. I shoot. And I'm only telling you this because I love you. Understand that. I want you to take the stats as seriously as you want me to take it. Because I take it serious. Shoot these motherfuckers. Learn how to fight. Learn how to shoot. And stop letting motherfuckers terrorize you. Stop letting motherfuckers harass you and shit. You done broke up with them. Stop. That shit ain't cute. That shit ain't cool. And what you doing getting back with them? Stop that shit. Stop it. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling you. These is facts. This is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about. Leo says Black women are not safe with any race, including their own, unfortunately. This is what we're talking about. So be ready. If these are facts, again, if this is a fact, then be ready. Because based on how a lot of women act, you would think that Black women are safe with everybody. You would think. No. I'm telling y'all, this is real. I believe this. I can't protect all of you physically. but I can give you advice and give you pointers on how to help protect yourself and put yourself in better situations. I do have that ability. Now, if you come hang out with me again, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Now, you're not going to walk around just smacking niggas and expecting me to fight them. you can't just do that shit. I'm like, God damn, you smack the biggest motherfucker. This is the one you chose for me. Because some women do that shit. They think that shit's sexy. It's weird. But I mean, I know we can't. Don't nobody want to talk about that shit. But women be. I've had some women pull some weirdo shit like that, like just picking fights with random ass niggas and then like get them. And it's like, I mean, I can, but what the fuck wrong with you? You know, I can only protect the women that are in my purview, the women that I see in my circle, the women that go out to eat with me. A woman that's dealing with me ain't got to worry about no psychotic ass, stalker ass, abusive ass. They ain't got to worry about none of that. That's my contribution. Is to not be like that. That's my contribution. I can't save every motherfucking body. And stop trying to act like that's the bar. The only way you can respect a black man is if the killing of black women goes to zero. And, you know, no, we don't respect them niggas. We don't respect them niggas. Period. All right. Now, I did tell y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna have I'm gonna do a call-in show. I'm gonna do a call-in show tomorrow. So y'all be ready for that. I don't know the exact time because y'all know I drive trucks and shit like that. So I don't know the exact time I'll be here, but we'll be due. Did I really just say that? We'll be doing a call-in show tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that. I'll announce the time on Instagram and Facebook, and I'll announce the time whenever I actually see what time it is that we're gonna do it. It'll just be a part 2 continuation where I'll get to listen to some people's stories, listen to maybe some testimonies people want to give, maybe some experiences that people want to give, or speak to women that are involved in self-defense and what you're doing, like in your city, you know, giving out information and stuff like that, because I think this is something that we will, I think as a people, I think we'll see better results if we start moving in this direction. Okay. If you're a man, you got a woman, you got daughters, your wife, move them in this direction. Self-defense, period. Because you know you're not going to always be able to be there. And you might have to be on your way, but they might need you quicker than on your way. You see what I'm saying? So be pushing this on your families as well. They may not want to hear it. They may believe I can just pray this shit away. No, you can't. So push this in your families as well. Okay? Shout out to Team Rob. You already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out.